How's it going? Well, I thought we'd compare a couple of jackets. I got a Rev'it Induction, they're mesh jacket, and a Klim. The Klim's the Induction. Klim's a little heavier, and it also has better armor, I think. At least it feels like it. It has back armor, the Revit doesn't. Anyhow, I figured it's a hot day, we'd give them both a shot and see which one feels cooler and which one's more comfortable. Alrighty, let's put this one away and we'll go for a ride. Feels relatively comfortable. I'm 5'10", 190 pounds. This is a size medium. Fits fairly well. I have kind of long arms and sleeves make it all the way to the end. That's nice. I'm wearing a very thin shirt on underneath this. The jacket's snug enough that if I wanted to put on something a little warmer in the morning to block the wind, I don't think it's going to be terribly comfortable. I had a size large Klim and it was too big. Also around the bottom hem, right around your hips, I carry a sidearm, and the bottom hem of the jacket's very tight because it has to reach out around the sidearm. It would be nice if it had a hair more slack in it. I could be a little more comfortable. Or I guess I could just stop eating so goddamn much. Well, it's 82 degrees. And so far, it's pretty comfortable. Woof. Well, that got my attention. Here's my thoughts on the Klim so far. I'm 190 pounds, 5'10". It's a medium size. It fits a little bit snug, but not bad. Snugger than the Revit. Of course, if I took the armor out of the back of it, it'd probably fit about the same as the Revit. It's 82 degrees, 81 degrees now. I guess I'm climbing a hill. It's cool enough. I get plenty of air. I wouldn't be able to wear something under it, I don't think. Not really comfortably, anyhow. I wish it was a little bit looser. Around the hips, it's a little tight, but I'm also wrapping it out around the sidearm. If it wasn't for that, it wouldn't be bad. I get plenty of air on my chest, and I get a lot of air on my upper arms. Lower arms, I don't really feel too much. The jacket's a little bit darker than the Revit. I would imagine it would absorb a little more heat on a really hot day, but I doubt if it's dark enough to be noticeably different. I like the looks of the Klim better. The collar's fairly comfortable, although I can feel it on my neck. I wish it was a little bit looser. If you had big arms, I think this jacket might cause you a problem. Standing up, I get air all across my chest, and again, still my upper arms. Lower arms, not so much. Woo, look at all the leaves. and sticks. I guess winter's coming. Well, somebody spilled something all over the road there. I'll bet that's slicker and snot on a doorknob. Hope I remember that coming back. Okay, let's whip in this little gas station here. They got a nice pavilion. It's a great place to give your butt a little bit of a rest. And I'll switch jackets and see how the other one shakes out. Looks like I'm not the only one that thinks it's a good place. I'll back in a minute. Okay, time to get back on the road again. Let's try the Revit. Okay, got the microphone working again. That's a never-ending battle. Yeah, standing up, I feel like I get more air through this than I did the climb. Further down on my arms, and surprisingly more on my chest. With these leather panels on the chest, I kind of expected it to not flow air that well right there, but it does. I think this jacket's a little more comfortable as well. The Revit fits a little bit looser. I like it a little better. That would, of course, depend on your size. A little more room in the arms. The collar on the Revit is designed to snap around your neck. I don't like that. The Klim isn't like that. But you can tell it snaps back out of the way, and I didn't think I'd like that either. I figured that would be a pain in the butt and be aggravating, but you don't even feel it. I don't mind it at all. The sleeves are bigger around at the wrist, and that makes for a turn in no time at all. Makes let more air run up your arms on the Revit jacket than the Klim did. The lining feels more comfortable as well. I really expected to like the Klim better, maybe just because of the price difference. I mean, the Klim does feel more armored. It is more armored. Has the back armor where this Revit does not. But I gotta say, I'm surprised that I like the Revit better. It's more comfortable, flows more air, appears. To be honest, it's hard to tell for sure. It's kind of like getting eyeglasses, but you can't switch back and forth. Is A better or B better? A, B. You get to try A, then you get to try B, and you got to kind of make a decision, I guess. But I like B. I like the Revit. That was a V-Strom. I think that's probably the first V-Strom I've seen on this road. 800 V-Strom anyhow. And I'll say one thing for this bike, it has really good brakes. That's one of the differences on the V-Strom between the DE and the SE. This is the SE, the streeter version. And the DE is a more dirt version. The SE has a lot more powerful brakes. And if you've watched any of my past videos, you'll know powerful brakes are put to use quite a bit with me. When I get home, I'll have to check and see what the armor rating is on these two jackets. I don't know if they're rated different or not. The Klim comes with back armor, the Revit does not. I like the lining better in the Revit jacket. It's softer, feels considerably more comfortable. Of course, that might be because I've been wearing it more. The Klim's brand new. All in all, the Revit just fits me better, I think. I have a pair of Klim pants. Now I kind of wished I'd have tried the Revit first before buying them. They're fine, I like them. I just wondering if maybe the Revits aren't more comfortable on the bottom half as well as the top half. I have a Sedici jacket as well. It's got liners and rain liners and insulated liners. It's a really good jacket. I like it a lot as well. But when it gets above 80, 85, it's not vented enough. Especially if it's humid out. That's where these mesh jackets really shine. Okay, let's take the jackets in to the cabin and we'll look up the armor rating and see how they compare and see if there's anything else that we need to look at. Well, welcome to the back porch. Revit Klim. Looked up the armor in them. The armor's the same, and the abrasion resistance is the same in both jackets. The Klim feels a little heavier, and it has the armor in the back, where the Revit does not. The Klim has tighter fitting sleeves, which frankly I'm not a big fan of. And it has this cool little pocket to put your credit card in. The collar is soft, fairly comfortable, although I can feel it on my neck. The Revit has this snap collar, which snaps back out of the way, which I didn't think I'd like. But it doesn't bother me. I thought it would be an irritant. I don't snap it shut, because that is an irritant. No back armor in it at all. But the Revit feels softer, more comfortable, and quite frankly, I'm going to send the Klim back and keep the Revit. I'm 5'10", 190 pounds ish. The Klim fits a little bit tight on me. The Revit has a little bit more slack. Oh, the Revit's a large and the Klim is a medium. Although the size, fitting wise, is very close. The Revit is just a hair looser on me. So that's it in a nutshell. I like the Revit better. The price is definitely better. Obviously, it's all just my opinion. If you'd like to see more reviews about shit, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Let me know which jacket you think you would like best. And that's it for the review. Y'all stay cool. Adios.